He mastered traditional martial arts and then rejected them all. They called him a traitor to tradition, but soon they called him the most dangerous fighter in the world. Why did Bruce Lee destroy traditions that had existed for centuries? Bruce Lee is known as the greatest martial artist of the 20th century, but very few people know this. At one point in his life, he rejected every traditional fighting style he had learned. He abandoned rigid forms. He abandoned fixed systems. He abandoned the idea of style itself. He once said, "Styles are a prison." Today, you will learn why Bruce Lee rejected tradition and how a man without a style changed martial arts forever. Part 1. Childhood and Tradition. Bruce Lee was born in Hong Kong in 1940. As a child, he was small, sickly, and often got into street fights. His parents sent him to study martial arts for discipline and protection. He became a student of traditional Wing Chun, Kung Fu. There he learned fixed stances, traditional forms, strict rules, technique versus technique. Bruce was talented. He learned faster than most students. But over time, he noticed something strange. Part 2. Doubts. He saw students perform beautiful forms, but fail in real fighting situations. He saw masters argue about which style was superior: Kung Fu, karate, boxing. But on the street, there were no styles. There was only chaos, speed, and fear. Bruce began to ask himself, what matters more, form or function, style or survival? Through Part 3. Moving to America. At the age of 18, Bruce Lee moved to the United States. There he began teaching Chinese martial arts to Americans. This made many traditional masters angry. At that time, Chinese martial arts were not supposed to be taught to foreigners. Bruce was challenged to a fight by a traditional Kung Fu master to prove whether he had the right to teach. Part 4. The Fight That Changed Him. Bruce won the fight, but something was wrong. The fight lasted several minutes. Bruce was exhausted. He expected to win quickly, but he did not. After the fight, Bruce was angry, not at his opponent, but at himself. He realized traditional techniques were too slow, forms were too rigid, rules limited real effectiveness. And Part 5. Studying everything. After that fight, Bruce changed his life. He began studying everything: boxing, wrestling, fencing, judo, street fighting, anatomy, physics, biomechanics. He kept what worked. He threw away what did not. He said, absorb what is useful, reject what is useless, add what is uniquely your own. Part 6. The birth of Jeet Kune. Due from this idea, Bruce Lee created his own system, Jeet Kune Do, the way of the intercepting fist. It was not a style, it was a philosophy. Its principles were simple: be fast, be direct, be simple, be adaptable, avoid rigid forms. His most famous idea was, be water. Water has no shape. It adapts to every container. It can flow or destroy. To Part 7. Reaction of the world. Traditional masters hated Bruce Lee. They said, he disrespected tradition. He destroyed culture. He had no true style. But real combat proved something else. His students won fights. His methods worked. His ideas spread. Part 8. His legacy. Today, Bruce Lee's ideas live on in MMA, self-defense systems, military training, police training. Because real fighting has no rules, it has no styles, only effectiveness matters. Final message. Bruce Lee did not create a new style. He destroyed the idea of style. He taught the world to think instead of imitate. He showed that what matters is not how beautiful your technique looks, but whether it works when your life is in danger. And perhaps his greatest lesson was not about fighting, but about life. Do not become a prisoner of systems. Do not worship forms. Find your own way.